Grace and peace to you. I want to talk for a minute about Sabbath today since we're coming up on Thanksgiving, because I think Sabbath is a really important part of our lives, but it's not really something we talk about a whole lot. And it's not something we do a whole lot. For us, Sabbath tends to be something that shows up somewhere in the Ten Commandments. It has something to do with resting or taking a day off, and we think, oh, that would be nice, I guess. If only I wasn't so busy and I could afford a day off. If only I had the luxury of taking a day off, wouldn't that be nice? But I think that's exactly why we do need Sabbath, because we live in a system that keeps us so busy. We live in a society of production and consumption that says we need to work harder and work more and be better and earn more and buy more and have more, and that these are the things that'll bring our lives happiness and meaning and worth and value. It's a culture of anxiety that says you always need to be better, you always need to do more, you always need to have more. But it's a lie, because we don't live by a theology of earning. We live by a theology of grace. We have a God who loves us, not because of what we do or how much we earn or how much we have, but simply because we are who we are, and because God is who God is. Our value doesn't come from what we do. Our value and our identity come from God, who claims us and loves us exactly as we are. And when we live in this system of anxiety, of producing and consuming, of always needing to be more and do more and be better, this rat race, when we live by this every day, all day, 24/7, this busyness and this anxiety starts to define our lives. And we start to think that humanity is just about producing as much as we can and about creating and having as much as we can. And we forget that that's not how we are created to be. But when we take a Sabbath, when we take an intentional day, a routine day, a regular moment to stop, to break from this system, and to rest and be still and know that God is God and that we are loved because God is God. When we do this, we remember who we really are. And we remember that humans don't exist as a commodity. Humans exist to be in neighborly relationship with each other and to be in relationship with our God. This is what's important in our lives. And the only way we can keep this in our minds, to remember this core central identity, the only way to do it is to practice it, to regularly and routinely set aside time, not just to sit around and do nothing, but to be still and to remember who we are and who God is, to break from these systems of buying and selling and making and earning, and relax and remember that none of that is where our value comes from. Our value and our identity come from our God, who has said that we are precious and we are beloved. On this Thanksgiving holiday, I hope that you have the opportunity to practice this kind of Sabbath resistance, this kind of removing ourselves from this system of anxiety and instead sitting and saying, I am enough because God is enough. And I'm thankful for what I have, and I'm thankful for who I am. And I don't need to do anything to earn that. I don't need to go and shop and spend or work to have value. I am valuable because God says so, because God is who God is. I hope that this Thanksgiving day is a day of Sabbath rest for you, where you remember that you are loved. God's peace be with you.